January, we packed up our winter gear and got ready to move back on the boat to sail across the Pacific to the Marquesas. After lots of planning and preparation, we said goodbye to our house, drove to Los Angeles, took a train down to San Diego, took the light rail to the border, walked across to Tijuana, had some tacos, and waited at the bus station for the bus to Ensenada. We knew we were back in Mexico when the bus driver had to continually wipe the inside of the window because the defroster wouldn't work. When we finally got back to Seychelles and saw her the next morning, she was about as dirty as we had ever seen, but we were still happy to be home. After a lot of cleaning and installing a few new toys, we cleared out of Mexico and into the United States at San Diego. Oceanside is our favorite spot to stop in between San Diego and Los Angeles, and they always find a place for our catamaran, although this time the neighbors were a little noisier than usual. We stayed a couple weeks in Alamitas and got some more boat projects done, picked up our car and all of our packages we'd shipped to our daughter's house. Our Pacific Crossing crew showed up for the long weekend and the run back to San Diego. Of course, we saw dolphins along the way. And SpaceX put on a great fireworks show. One of the main reasons we brought our boat back up to the United States was to get the bottom redone and to get the sail drives serviced. Our boat was 11 years old and it's 24 feet wide, and we can't get hauled out anywhere in Ensenada. The sail drive boots are supposed to get replaced every 7 years, so we thought ours were overdue. Turned out they were in good a shape as new, and they did a lot of damage getting to them to replace them. I wouldn't recommend it. The rudder posts weren't too bad once we cleaned the rust off. With the rudders back in and new prop speed on the sail drives and props, we were ready to go back in the water. As soon as we were back in the water, we got a rig inspection. And the inspector found some cracks in the swedge at the top of the headstay. Our rigging was 11 years old, so it wasn't too much of a surprise. But now, new standing rigging became the priority. We enjoyed bouncing around between the beautiful anchorages in San Diego Bay while we made phone calls and tried to figure out what we could do to get the standing rigging replaced in time. With almost everything ready to go except new standing rigging, we parked Seashell at the police dock in San Diego and took our car home to Utah. We flew back to San Diego and we're back at it. We had a plan. Kohlercraft Boatyard had a crane tall enough to take down our mast and space in the yard for us to work. We got RigWorks to build new cables. If I disassembled everything and put it all back together, all the wires that go up the mast, labeled and disconnected. Organized all the lines at the bottom, and we're finally ready. With heat and penetrating oil, we were able to get all the fittings loose on the mast. A few of them took a while. We got all the cables removed and hauled over to RigWorks, and we had time to go to the zoo. Some of the pins at the top of our mast were metric, not standard, and would have required long lead times and more expensive fittings. So we asked Custom Machine Works if they could make some adapters for us, and they were more than happy to. RigWorks also helped us step the mast and do some final tuning to get everything ready to go. They were really good to work with, and we were super happy with everything they helped us with. Finally, everything was ship-shape and we were ready to go.